The families have felt that they were threatened, and it is something that should not have happened, which is what the president said today, which is what officials, including from the Justice Department, told the families yesterday, and that will not happen in the future.
Peter.
Lisa, appreciate your time. Very simply, the president today said that the U.S. government policy will remain the same because he said ransom risks endangering more Americans and it funds terrorism that we're trying to stop. But ransom money is ransom money, whether paid by the government or paid by individual families. So doesn't this announcement today risk endangering more Americans overseas?
So I understand that critique. Here's what I think is different, which is to say the U.S. government policy is no concessions. That's ransoms, that's other policy concessions. There's a whole number of levers or issues that could be on the table if it's an issue of the U.S. government providing that concession, whether it's money and the seemingly vast resources at the government's disposal, or a policy concession, or a policy change, or a pledge not to undertake some type of foreign policy or military action. All of those things would be in the realm of a U.S. government concession that are simply not on the table and will not be on the table.
But just very simply, doesn't that money, regardless, that money, the administration agrees, the president said, that and oil basically helps fund these terrorist groups. So providing that money, even from families, doesn't that ultimately put a price tag on Americans' heads overseas?
There's no doubt that the payment of ransoms fuels the very activity that we are trying to stop. Which is why the U.S. government has worked and urged other governments internationally to not pay ransoms. At the same time, we've got a responsibility to stand with families as they make the most difficult decisions that they could ever possibly imagine. And what the president said today is we're not going to abandon them.
James, I'll give you the last one. We got a lot to go.